How's it going there, guys? My name is the Ginger Ninja and I'm back again today with another video for you guys. So the gameplay in the background today is me playing a bit of Kill Confirmed on Standoff. I'm using the Scorpion with the red dot sight and the suppressor. When this game was recorded I was still trying to get the 100 headshots to work towards the golden camo, but I believe 1 or 2 games after this, something like that, I did achieve the 100 headshots, and now I've only got to get a couple of revenge medals, I think it is, before I finally unlock the golden camo for this, so I can then move on to the other guns that I've still not done. As you'll notice in this class, however you want to say it, I've got 2 sensor grenades as my tactical equipment. Now, in my class setup video, sensor grenades weren't that prominent, but since I've made that, I've put sensor grenades on a lot more of my classes because I tend to run scavenger with the SMGs, especially when I'm running the Scorpion, just because of its insane fire rate. And then obviously you can resupply your tactical grenades, but I find the sensor grenades to be one of the better ones to use, as in these sort of team deathmatch type games, I suppose all core objective games are sort of similar. Just by looking at the minimap you've got a rough idea of where the enemy will be, so I just need to toss a couple of sensor grenades over and hope it picks up on them, and then I know exactly where they are so I can hopefully run in and kill them. I would like them to be buffed a little bit, and not the equipment itself, but the fact that you get some assist points if a teammate kills an enemy that you've tagged. I think that would maybe encourage the use of the sensor grenades a bit more, because I don't think they're that widely used in Call of Duty, because people feel sort of shock charges and concussions are more of a benefit than the sensors, but I'm personally the other way around. They're easy enough to counter as well, because they need line of sight to track your progress. So if I throw them wrong, or if an enemy walks through a doorway, then obviously they'll not be able to be tracked anymore. And they're pretty loud as well, so you would think that an enemy paying even the slightest bit of attention would notice where the sensor grenade was and either run away or destroy it, one or the other. Excuse me, I've got a bad cough today. Try not to cough while I'm doing this commentary, because I record all my commentaries in one go and that's it. Whatever comes out of that one go, unless it's truly horrendous, will be what you're listening to right now. So if you're listening to this, it means I've not coughed throughout this. If I've not said this, then I've not used this video track, so I don't even know why I'm continuing on to talk like this. But the other point I was wanting to talk about in this video today is, as many of you will know and some of you may not know, I'm a member of the Digital Warfare 24/7 forums. There's links in the description to there and all the rest of it. And I'm currently organising a Black Ops 2 tournament on there. I think it's going to be a 3v3 tournament, sort of a knockout style group stage type thing. That's probably not the best explanation I could have used. For those of you who know soccer, or football is the proper terminology as for it, football, not soccer, football, think of like the Champions League or the World Cup type thing, where it's group stages and then into a knockout, so that'll guarantee that each team will be able to play at least 2 games hopefully, rather than just 1 game and then you're out type of thing. What I'm planning to do is the series, or each match will be a best of 3 type thing, so then obviously the matches are of reasonable length as well, and people aren't just competing for a couple of minutes and then that's them out of the tournament as such. I've been thinking of, well, it's sort of based roughly off the competitive rule set, so I think the game modes that we're currently looking at playing at the minute are Kill Confirmed, Hardpoint, I think Domination, and CTF, I think, are the 3 I've got at the minute. 4 even, 4. they've got at the minute, but there's currently a discussion thread up on the forums where we're sort of discussing the rules, because if any of you have been on the forums during the Black Ops 1 life cycle, there was a tournament held then as well, but the rule set was a little bit of controversy, as I believe official rules were published, and then after the team sign up and all the rest of it began, I believe that some of the rules were changed, which led to a lot of confusion and wrong rules and matches and all the rest of it. So I'm trying to hopefully steer away from as much of that as possible. In line with that, things that are banned are pretty minimal as well. I think score streaks are disabled, launchers are disabled, and tactical insertion and trophy system, I think they're the only things that are banned. Everything else is freely able to use. I don't envision, that's the correct word, envision any more changes to the stuff you're allowed to use, but the things like the game modes and the maps and the settings may change a little bit between me recording this, which is Friday morning, and the tournament beginning, which hopefully will be in the next 2 to 3 weeks or something, once the team sign up has began. As of right now, it's just in the early discussion stage, but I think that we've got a sort of good basis to work on to get this tournament up and running, as plenty of members on the forums have expressed interest in playing in the tournament, and it seems to, I've been doing a lot of the organisational work, but there's quite a few other people as well who are helping along with it, so I think from what we've got going on in the background to what the members themselves are talking about, it seems to be, hopefully it'll work out pretty well. Hoping so anyway. Along a similar line to the tournament, there's also another thread that I started about the Digital Warfare 24/7 podcast returning. I don't know if many of you will remember or not, but a member on the forums called MTR702, I believe his name is, I think that's correct, he did a podcast, I think it was about 10 episodes or something a while ago, and then it just sort of petered out and stopped. But I posted a thread last week, I think it was, something like that, earlier this week, just sort of looking to get a bit of discussion going on whether the podcast would return or not, and it seems to have been pretty well received by the community, I have to say. So that's not in the foreground at the minute in terms of public discussion, but I do know that at least one member who, I can't remember exactly, but I think is involved in radio work or has some sort of a radio degree or something like that, I think he'll be sort of handling the main part of that. So I'll leave a link in the description to both the threads about the tournament and the podcast, so if you feel like it, head on over the forums, register and put your input in there. Sure, it'll be gladly appreciated by all. But yeah, other than that, I've not really got anything else to talk about. Looking at the timeline here, I've got 1 minute and 15 seconds to go before the game ends, but I think all I want to say in closing is tournament looking good, hopefully get that up and running shortly. Podcast, same, hopefully that'll be up soon. Not sure of a time frame for that yet, that'll hopefully get worked out by the two guys who are taking that one on themselves. But obviously as today is Friday, hopefully we'll get a bit more discussion over the weekend to do with the tournament and the podcast, so hopefully I'll have updates to bring you guys sometime in the next week or so. One more thing before I go, this being Friday, tomorrow being Saturday night is the weekly Digital Warfare 24/7 Frontline event for the Xbox 360 members who are in the EU. So I'll be attending, as will plenty of other people. While I'm saying this, I'm just noticing me trying to jump through this window. I think I did it about 3 or 4 times and failed, so I gave up and ran away. I'll be attending the Frontline event, and if anybody watches this video and is in the EU and plays on an Xbox and owns Black Ops 2, you're more than welcome to sign up to the forums and join in with the event. You'll be welcomed quite warmly by all the members there. Reister Man will shout and scream a lot, but it's all in good taste. Anyway, that's the game over. We won the game. I didn't do too badly, so if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like and favourite it, and I'll see you in the next video.